If you are into these big, powerful military ships, this might be the video for you. I'm going to take a look at the USS Iowa. It's a retired battleship and it's permanently anchored up here in the port of Los Angeles. I am still at the parking lot area here, but I kind of wanted to have a distant view first. This is the front of the ship. You see the number 61. And you have some massive cannons up there. Just compare them size-wise to the people walking up on the deck. They are pretty big. And these battleships, they are big, but maybe not too big, because they also need to be a little bit quick in the ocean, right? They are letting us know here in advance that we need to purchase a ticket. Otherwise, we will not be able to go up and enjoy this beautiful ship. So I think it's time to do that. I don't want to waste any time here. I made it. I paid my ticket and I'm free to walk here. All you need to do is to follow these yellow arrows they have. Let's start with this. Look at the diameter of this cannon you see right here. And this is a classic view. I mean, if this is not power, then nothing is. They are probably, what could it be, 30 feet long, something like that, 25 maybe, these cannons. And I just asked the guy who sold me the ticket, and he told me that these shells they are shooting here, they are about a ton. They have two different kinds, but roughly a ton each. So you can imagine the power when you actually start shooting. Wow, it's incredible. And I'm guessing people come from all over, you know, former military or curious civilians. They like to come here and check this one out. And these chains are massive to be able to anchor up in a safe harbor area, right? And they have a bell. You see the bell hanging there? I don't know when they used it, but it looks pretty cool. And we have a big wrench here. Yeah, there are lots of nuts and bolts on a ship like this. You need to maintain stuff. You need to kind of make things work here. And these are pretty big. They are like 2.5 inches in diameter. And on the other side of the water here, we have pretty much the container terminal and the way out to the open ocean, to the high sea. And a pelican, a brown pelican, is passing us right here. He's coming back. Oh, he crashed down. He's trying to catch a fish here. Did he get it? I don't know. I can't tell. He's taking off. In many locations here on this battleship here, you see these 50 cal machine guns. This one is covered right now because of the weather. But you know, if it's real combat here, this one is ready to go. And a ship like this has a lot of other smaller cannons on the side. It's not only the big beasts you see here. And in a few minutes we will be able to see more of it. This one was ordered in 1939, and it took many years to to build it. And I think it was ready in 1943, in the middle of the Second World War. So it was definitely an asset in that war. It was also used in the Korean War and many times after that, but now it's finally retired here. And this looks like the ammo they used here. These are pretty solid and heavy. Can you imagine how much metal they use really in the casing here? It's unreal. And the blast power that actually happened in these pipes you see here. There is another one here right next to it. This one is blue. I don't know the actual difference, but you can tell they are big. Just compare it to the guy standing here. We have another one, example of that here. Oh, by the way, they give us some info here. And they try to explain the differences here. They also have a nuclear shell. Look at that. Wow, that's insane. But the firecracker here, the green one in the middle, will actually tell the enemy that these guys are not playing around here. They have another display here, and maybe this is how they did it. They put in some kind of explosives, maybe, behind the blue tip here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 white bags of something. I'm just guessing it's some kind of powder that will actually send this projectile, miles away to the enemy land. This is really, really impressive. The captain, he was standing up there giving orders, telling people what to do. And these battleships, they stayed far away from land and they were just bombarding the enemies all the time from miles out in the ocean. Here you have the side cannons here. You might be able to see that up there. But I have to follow these arrows. We have a yellow one down here and a white one right here. And they have an exhibition room here. And this is really nice. You can actually see how they shoot here. Of course the light is not the best here, but you get it. If you're a captain of one of these boats here, you are a very happy person. And they explain what really happened here in the world with this battleship. They have a map here showing all the wars and battles. Under the deck here you have many rooms and everything is very compact here, as you can see, because after all space is extremely limited. There's a bed and a nice uniform. This is the commander's room here. So when he took a nap here, in this room, people had to be very careful to wake him up. Yeah. And they had showers, restrooms, and many other things. Well, I'm up here on a higher level, on higher ground, And there are many ladders, and you can go up and up and up, many levels. But since I'm here, we might as well go a little bit closer to these side cannons. Look at that. So while the big ones are blasting, you know, land or other battleships, this one could take care of other types of enemies on the side here. They even have cannons here. It's unbelievable. And they could turn around, as you can see, because they sit on some kind of circular, I don't know what to call it. It's a circular base that can turn, pretty much. Let's go up here. Yeah, we get the feeling that space is really limited here. We have narrow walkways all over the place. It looks like we have to go up here. We need to use our legs, feel like a sailor, and just go higher up. They have plenty of searchlights spread out all over the boat here, because it could be dark and you need to look for something in the water. And by the way, even though these are small, they're not that small. I'm just saying, these are very powerful cannons here, but they look tiny compared to the main ones we have in the front here. For some reason they call this level here the Flag Bridge. I'm guessing somebody was sitting here and giving orders. I'm not sure about what, but we have the chair here. This is another interesting room here. They have red lights, so they didn't mess up your night vision. And lots of telephones and machinery and whiteboards. So it's probably some kind of tactical room here. And they actually have a picture right there with a guy. It looks like some kind of intelligent gathering area. The guy sitting here also had access to a variety of telephones. We have a black one here, another black in the middle, and this red one looks really powerful. When he is using that phone, you know he's meaning business, right? Up here you see the automatic Gatling gun, and they have several of those on the sides, and they shoot amazingly fast. Just a side view here right next to the parking lot. It's a big parking lot. It's also amazing to see wherever you go, you have buttons, cables, discrete lights. And that's everywhere. You need a lot of training in order to operate this. And we have some golden phones here. Wow. Because when you're sitting in a chair like this, you're like somewhat in charge, right? And it looks like it's some kind of captain chair here. with access to more phones. And you have an excellent view from here. You can see the big cannons right here. And to build a boat like this must be a lot of money. I'm not even sure what we talk about these days, but I'm guessing billions if you build it today. Look at the cabling they have up here. And the bell. We need to ring that bell. Wow, that was nice. This is impressive. Imagine being the captain here and you give the order, okay guys, we're going to take out the, enemy land on the other side here. Start shooting. I can't even imagine that noise you would have from these cannons here. I don't know if you can go up there, but at least in the past, the guys operating this magnificent ship went up there. Oh, they have some kind of electronic warfare cruise missile defense system here. That's interesting. Yeah, that's the way you fight battles today. You use cruise missiles. And we have radars and all kind of stuff here. And I'm right next to this Gatling gun here, and they explain they used it to take down cruise missiles, I guess. The Phalanx system here. They have a bunch of these, and they look like grenade launchers to me. I don't even know what they are talking about here, but they launch something. It's time to go down, I guess. It looks like we can't go higher than this. According to this is a Tomahawk Box Launcher. They put all these cruise missiles in here. We also see a picture of this Harpoon missile on the side here. So these ships are actually loaded with stuff. I kept them in here, in these launch bays you see here. It's incredible. And they have plenty of those here. We have at least 2 on each side, I guess. And there is a big system here called the 16-inch main gun Mark 38. I can't even pronounce that. Stereoscopic rangefinder directors. I don't know what that means, but anyway, this will give you a good view of the Harpoon system on this side, and also one on the other side here. The sailors, they sleep in these bunk beds you see here. They're not very big, and it's kind of claustrophobic to be here. But they are on a mission, definitely. If you have a ship like this, you also need to feed a lot of people. There are hundreds and hundreds of people working on a ship like this, and they are hungry like crazy, right? And this is a quick look at the kitchen area. People came here, they picked up their food and sat down somewhere and ate it. Yeah, I need some corn. How about some bread, some meat, and maybe some macaronis. Do you have that? Thank you. Have a nice day, guys. This room is very noisy now with some huge AC unit creating noise right here, I think. But I'm guessing this is the eating area. You picked up your food, you came here. Maybe you needed an ice cream to be able to shoot these big shells you have handy here. Yeah, we can probably have a few hundred people in here. They have a museum here, but this piece here is very, very interesting. This is USS Iowa's 1943 bell. It's pretty big. I really hope you enjoyed this tour of the USS Iowa, created during the Second World War, and now it's just a museum piece here in the port of Los Angeles.